Monday Night Raw was in Los Angeles, California tonight, and being how bad the past few weeks of Monday Night Raw have been and how low their ratings are, it makes you think that because they're in LA, they're going to have a much stronger effort for tonight's Raw. And we start off with Elias. I immediately want to fall asleep. Like, I'm so sick of everyone on this roster. It just feels like the guys are unhappy. They're miserable with their characters. The fans are bored to death. I'm just so sick of seeing everyone. Everyone's stale. No one's hot. It's just boring. Seth Rollins comes out. He beats him up with a chair. Miz comes out. He beats up Elias. Comes with the skull-crushing finale. Then you have Bobby Lashley hit a spear on Elias. You had Cesaro give him a giant swing, and you have Ricochet hit a face buster, and you have Strowman, and then hit him with a running power slam. It's like, how bad are they going to bury Elias? Two guys I don't understand why they're being buried as much as they are right now are Elias and EC3. It's like, are they basically telling these guys, ask for your release? Maybe they're teasing them. I don't know what it is with Elias. EC3, I think they might have an attitude problem or something. He said some stuff about WWE when he left and he went to Impact for a few years. But I don't get it with Elias because I thought he could be a star. It's not at all going to happen now. You had now you have a match. You have Miz and Lashley against Cesaro and Ricochet against. It was basically a number one contender match for you. So you had Miz against Cesaro against Ricochet against Strowman against Lashley. So it's an elimination match. What you have is Braun Strowman hits a power slam to Lashley onto Cesaro and it pins Cesaro, and then you have Strowman hit a power slam to Bobby Lashley and take him out. And then you had Strowman after he pins Lashley. Lashley comes back and attacks him, and then Ricochet hits a 630 splash and pins Strowman, which was a big win for Ricochet. But even though Lashley helped him, it comes down to Ricochet and Miz. And I think it's pretty obvious Ricochet is winning. Miz is not a top guy. He's tapping out to Shane McMahon's triangle. He's Shane McMahon's bitch. They killed him dead. They're going with Ricochet. Maybe they give him a good push. I guess him and Samoa Joe is going to be the match at Clash. Why am I getting that? They just announced that pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view no one wants to see. That should be Evolution, too. I don't know why they're not doing it at Evolution. That was really good. Anyway, what's a pay-per-view? Huh? Oh, my God, I forget. Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds is this Sunday, in case you forgot. Now, so you had Joe attack Ricochet after, but you had Ricochet try to fight back, and he hits him like with the big dive, so it sets up the U.S. title match. I would go Ricochet to win. I'd pick Ricochet to beat Joe if I was WWE. I think they are going to have him beat him. I have a feeling. You have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan making their way into the arena. You see Becky Lynch walking in the back. Becky comes on. I have to say, Becky looks amazing. She's put her hair in a ponytail, and she looks ridiculous right now. In a great way. She looks smoking hot. I like the way, I like the new look for her. I think it's, she has to keep updating her look. I think it suits her better. I like it now. I think the whole, her having her hair down, she looks good too, but I like this whole hair up thing. I think it's better for a wrestler just to update their look every 6-7 months, and I think that's good for Becky. Just try not to get stale. Even, changing your look will help you not get stale. But she comes out, she calls out Lacey Evans, and Lacey comes out. It's weird. They didn't necessarily acknowledge Lacey Evans' military background, the fact that she was a Marine, and she served in the Marines for the United States. They basically skip over that, and Becky says she respects her, but she completely doesn't really say exactly what Lacey did. She says she's a Marine, and it's like Becky is in a weird position because she can't just completely acknowledge how she's a Marine because it'll turn Lacey face, but Becky says Lacey doesn't act like that. She acts like a pile of trash. And then Lacey fights Becky. And what happens is you have Becky Lynch giving Lacey Evans an exploder. So it makes you think, are they going to give Lacey Evans a title? They could. They could have Lacey win. They kind of do something where Stephanie screws with Becky, and then it sets up Becky and Stephanie for a match at SummerSlam. But I think Lacey's probably taking the title. We see the rival in the back. We see Shane with Drew McIntyre. This is just really bad. they show Baron Corbin, and it's like, I'm not going to talk. So you have a surprise. You have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan come out, and they introduced the the Viking Raiders. He cut the promo, and what you have is you have the Viking Raiders. They destroy two jobbers, and then they're doing something that they're setting up Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan almost as an alliance to them, it seemed like. But Daniel Bryan was mostly there just to build up his main event match with Seth Rollins. I hate the wild card thing, by the way. It's so stupid. They have R-Truth and Carmella dressed up. Looks so shit. I hate this 24/7 title. Get it out of there. All they do is chase R-Truth every week. It's fucking horrible. I can't even watch. The stuff with Crash Holly, him having some of the most entertaining segments on television in the year 2000, fighting in like Coney Island or something, that New York indoor amusement park. That was so fun. That was so much fun to watch. And all the stuff they did, those hardcore matches, the hardcore battle royals, the Big Boss Man pinning Al Snow in the Mississippi River, Hardcore Holly pinning Snow in the Mississippi River. They had so much fun stuff. Now it's just R-Truth running around every week. It's just not fun. So they show Shane and his crew with the Revival. It's like everyone doesn't want to be. The Revival would rather be anywhere else. They're doing something, I don't know what they're doing with Heath Slater. Then they have Drew McIntyre beat up Heath Slater. It makes everyone look like shit. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are out. They're going to be having the Kevin and Sami show, I guess. And they have Baron Corbin there. And then it's a horrible segment. Baron Corbin brings out EC3 as a referee, and Seth destroys him. He kills him. Seth Rollins massacres EC3, and EC3 is laid out. And then what you have is the New Day come out, and they cut a promo. EC3 is dead. So EC3 is dead on the stage, and New Day cut a promo for a while. Kofi does the whole WWE champion. It's Kofi cutting the promo basically on Ziggler. New Day go on for a while, and this whole time EC3 is out cold. I'm thinking to myself, what did this guy do? Like, who did he piss off? What did EC3 do to deserve this shit? Did he, he must have had bad attitude problems or something. Maybe WWE is unhappy that he had success, not there. They want to prove themselves right because they're really spiteful like that. But I don't get it. I don't get, what they're doing to this poor guy. May as well just release him. I wish they would. It'll be better for him, and it'll be better for the company just to cut ties with this fucking guy. I don't even get what I am just so perplexed with them. In the end, you had New Day holding up EC3 and them sanctioning a match. It's getting really, that was not good. They show AJ Styles back here to Gallows and Anderson. I don't know what's going on. It was I don't know if they're going to regain it as an alliance. They're probably building to that. It was not good. So you have basically a 2 out of 3 falls 6-man tag. Corbin, Zayn, and Owens against the New Day. Corbin, he gets the win for the first one. The second one, it goes to New Day. New Day gets the first one. I made a mistake. Xavier gets a Royal victory. And then you have the New Day eventually get the win with the Trouble in Paradise. So they get a big win over Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin looks like a joke. I don't know what they're doing with him. I doubt he's beating Rollins. I really hope not. So they have Nikki Cross backstage, and Alexa Bliss gives her a gift. And Alexa Bliss looks great, by the way, showing some cleavage tonight, of course, as she always does. They're also announced Alexa and Nikki are going to have a tag team match against the Iconics, which I'm sure that match is going to be horrible. Paul Heyman comes out. I don't care. Corbin is in the back. He's talking to Eric Young. And I don't know. I'm just going to skip over this. Usos against Gallows and Anderson in a feud from 2016. So let's turn the time machine 3 years. Usos win. There's nothing there. These other two guys just want to leave really bad. The show, Shane sweating. I'm so tired of seeing Shane McMahon. I hate this guy. Roman Reigns comes out. Shane comes back, and this goes on for so long. I'm so bored. I am so bored. I do not care about Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon at all. So, all right. So they go backstage. We have Natalia, Naomi, and Bayley in the locker room. Bayley is like, there's this thing about Bayley on social media. She refuses to take a photo with a fan in a Nikki Cross t-shirt, and then Bayley says this says Alexa written all over it. I'm sure this is probably a dig at Sasha Banks because she doesn't take pictures of fans at airports or something. By the way, Sasha Banks can still leave. I don't care about her. She's a whiny little girl. She behaves like a child. She can leave. Goodbye, Sasha. I'm not going to mention her anymore. I was going to make a video about her and her status. I don't care anymore. Goodbye, Sasha. See you later. The Iconics come out, and, they mentioned LeBron James going to the Lakers. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, tag title match. Bayley comes out right away, and then just kind of distracting her. Eventually, you had Billie Kay get the win, and then what you had was Alexa. Bayley basically cost Alexa and Nikki the match, and then she kind of screws with them, and then Alexa gets pinned. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what we're really going to do. We're going to pin her before the title match. I think Alexa's probably beating Bayley because I think they're going to do something big with Alexa and Nikki. So I think Alexa's going to beat Bayley at Stomping Grounds. They show Alexa and Nikki says if it wasn't for Bayley, they would be champions. Bayley is not who she says she is. She's stomping her dreams, and then she'll be on Alexa's corner to see her win the title. So they're doing something with Nikki Cross. Had the Firefly Funhouse. I'm going to go quick. I'm running out of time. It was okay. Bray Wyatt's too good. He's easily one of the best parts of Raw right now. Bray's very entertaining with this. And it goes on for a while. And I remember hearing Lance Storm this past week talking about how it was almost a dig at Vince McMahon. The whole Firefly Funhouse, all inside digs. I don't know about that. I doubt it. You had Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan backstage, and cut the promo. And eventually you get the main event. You have Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins. And you had it go for a while. And then what happens is Seth Rollins wins by DQ after Rowan comes out. And then the New Day make their way to the ring, and then it comes a melee, and then they officially just restart the match. Goes on for a while. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not a great match. They've never really had a big program, these two, but it ends with Seth Rollins getting the win. He pins Daniel Bryan. And after the match, had Corbin attack Rollins with a chair, and then he beats him with a chair down, and then he hits an end of days, and he holds the title. So hopefully that means Rollins is keeping the belt on Sunday. But that's Raw. That was Raw. It was okay. It was not a bad show. I mean, the shows have been weirdly bad this past few weeks. It wasn't too bad this week. Not horrible, but just nothing really exciting going on.